Clinicians are the lifeblood of our Sing Health Duke-NUS Academic Medical Center. They're not just healers who are dedicated to providing the best care to their patients, but also teachers and mentors who encourage and elevate those around them. They inspire our students and residents to be fearless in their pursuit of knowledge, research, and innovation to improve patient health. To recognize and honor this extraordinary group of Duke-NUS faculty, ambassadors who champion advances and breakthroughs in academic medicine, Duke-NUS has launched the Hall of Master Academic Clinicians in 2021. This year, I'm delighted that we'll be inducting our third cohort of Master Academic Clinicians, 9 individuals whom I've had the privilege of working with as we have grown our AMC over the years. These Master Clinicians are pioneers who helped us build our world-class academic medicine programs, and it is their contributions that have enabled our AMC to thrive as we continue to transform medicine and improve lives together.
I think to some extent, my life motto has always been to learn wherever I can and not be afraid to learn. Because things are so broad and so wide, and the broad-based learning is important because you then learn from different people, from different industries, from different experiences, and those you will realize can transform things in a bigger way than just following what you've been taught all along.
As in most things, serendipity plays a role, and sometimes a chain of different events can occur and coalesce and change your direction in life. But looking back, I think there are 3 main things that make me decide to go along this academic medicine journey. The first one is probably the realization that patients need academic clinicians, and a critical mass of academic clinicians are necessary if the patients were to benefit from research breakthroughs upstream so that their treatment can be transformed and they can have better clinical outcomes.
Essentially is to do things better for my patient. I took out the specialty pediatric oncology, a relatively challenging specialty in the 80s, where the cure rate for child cancer was less than 50%. In the latest for acute lymphoblastic leukemia protocol, which I'm a site PI, has remarkable cure rate of 5-year survival of 95%, with minimizing late effect for the standard risk group. It is through research and clinical trial that we're able to refine treatment and develop new strategy.
Thirdly, I realized in medical school, there must be a simpler way to learn, unlike what I did during my struggles at the first few years of medical school. If I may summarize it, it's nature and nurture influences.
Good academic medicine is basically just good, responsible medicine. We have colleagues who explore new knowledge, and we also try to make use of them, tailor them to suit patients appropriately. So we try to encourage, try to teach more junior doctors to adopt this knowledge and to benefit the patients.
Just in any area of medicine, excellence in academic medicine will have to start with embracing the culture and ethos of academic medicine, and then pursues its goals relentlessly. The person should be competent and proficient in his area of practice.
In my personal observation, it's a very rare person that is excellent in all aspects. So the best researchers are not necessarily the best surgeons, and the best surgeons are not necessarily the best educators, in that kind of respect. But I think we can all help each other because we work as a whole.
I think when we first started, our emphasis is really only on clinical. Firstly, not enough manpower, the workload is too heavy. So when I came back, it was very difficult to do any research at all.
We didn't have any protected time for our teaching faculty and our learners and our trainees. I have to spend many Saturdays and Sundays at Institute of Medical Simulation Education at Connection 1 to teach the junior doctors, nurses and allied health from all over Singapore to learn about intensive care medicine and the management in ICU.
Biggest challenge, probably myself. I try to delink myself from the patient. So sometimes patients ask me, what would you do if you were in my shoes? I can't tell patients it's just because this is what I believe, this is what I want to do, so therefore you must do the same. We have to look at patients' background, patient's overall condition, and try to tailor our treatment to suit the patient's need.
We see rich patients, we see poor patients, we see business people, members of parliament. On the other hand, we see hawkers, drivers, the whole works. And we do want to give everyone the best of what can be done for them. And the intensity, of course, then impacts on your personal life, your work-life balance, what you deem as just reward for your effort. And you've got to kind of reconcile all these issues personally and accept that this is what you want to do to contribute, to your society and to other people as well.
I think for students who want to aspire to be academic clinicians, you first must have the passion for it. Find it. If you have found it, then be humble to learn.
Have a positive approach to academic medicine. Prepare to work hard, very hard.
Working in a big institution get you more exposure and accumulate experience. And also that you have to be patient, resilient and persistent to be successful in medicine.
Besides the usual good IQ and EQ, you also need to have good AQ, adversity quotient, and also good PQ, physical quotient. That means you must be both mentally and physically strong to overcome all challenges.
Know your limitations. Never be afraid or embarrassed to seek help, however senior you grow into. There are plenty of people willing to help.
The most important advice I'll give them is to first understand what they are strong in, and then to focus on their strengths so that their clinical work, their research and their teaching all converges on the same point.
It could be a very small niche area, but if you are best at it, then I think that's where you're going to make the difference. If you want to be a char kway teow man, be the best char kway teow man.